Okay, this is actually fascinating. I was trying to figure out why people were making comments about Kiki Palmer today. There's just one gay commentary guy that he started to write something. He was like, "We're gonna talk about this later," and it was something about Kiki Palmer. So I was trying to figure out what's going on. Now, quickly did some Googles, and okay, I figured out why. So basically, Kiki Palmer went to an Usher show last night in a see-through dress, okay, and Usher's like singing to her, and she had a great time. Let me start by saying this. I personally am not a Kiki Palmer fan. I don't really care what she does. Don't really care what she wears. I don't really care what any woman wears. Like that, what any woman on planet Earth wears is just not. It really shouldn't be anyone else's concern except her husband. And Kiki Palmer is not married, so we got to start there. At the same time, Kiki Palmer it is does seem to be in a committed relationship with her boyfriend and her current baby daddy, which is that is a real relationship, a serious relationship. And so, but the weird part about this is I would assume, I don't know here, I would assume that these people live together, right? Like, wouldn't this be like a fair assumption to make? Okay, so like if they live together, that means that like he knew that she was going to the concert, and most likely he saw what she was wearing before she left the house. But I don't think she like snuck out of the house without like seeing him. So if he had an issue with the outfit, why didn't he, take it up with her before she went to the concert? Okay, and then he gets she's at the concert with whatever she decided to. Also, Kiki Palmer's a grown ass woman. If Kiki Palmer likes the other thing is Kiki Palmer just had a baby. So, she's probably just very proud of like the body that she has after she has given birth. Um so like I don't know another thing to say. Like women having confidence after having giving birth is very hard because birth destroys your body. But that's not the point though. So I think people are tearing him up on Twitter because basically what he said is like, you are a mother now, and he's saying I have morals and standards. Um I don't know. I'm trying to understand what that means. Like I personally don't know what are his morals and standards, and what does that have to do with Kiki Palmer's dress? I guess what he's saying is like the dress that she wore is presenting him in a negative light. I feel like that's what he is insinuating with the post. But like his own morality, how do I say this? You don't need to have a talk with someone or explain to someone that they shouldn't get out of character in public spaces. Like he chose to have a baby with that woman, with Kiki Palmer, in the way that she is now, in the way that she's dressing, in the way that she's going out in the world. Like she shouldn't be changing anything about herself to be with this man. And also, like, he should know that this is a part of her, right? Like, so wearing a particular outfit to a concert doesn't indicate anything about morality. Um, Also, I think that it's very strange because in the black community, people are so hyper focused on whatever some people think the sexual morality is. I think it's just more about purity politics, really. So it's like saving yourself, I suppose, for marriage, which in this case, he if he's so moral and things like of that nature, why is he having a baby out of wedlock with a woman who isn't his wife? Why is he making a woman a baby mama? Like, where was his morality there? I don't. I really I wonder. Like I just have questions, But also like if that is his person, like Kiki Palmer is like the woman that he has chosen, like, why doesn't he know this about her, that she likes to dress like that? Like, she didn't just choose overnight to start wearing shit like that out in the world. Like, she went shopping for it. Like, of all the things that she could wear, she wore that. Like, she chose to wear that. That's a part of her personal style. Like, clothes are really indicative of, like, who you are, your personal style. That's a part of her personal style, and that's not really something to be ashamed of. Like, I don't like the outfit. Like, I wouldn't have wore it, but it's not because, like, I wouldn't wear sexy clothes. Like, to me, the outfit just wasn't sexy. Like, I would have worn something else. But she thought she looked good. So who gives a like, who cares what other women are wearing? If that outfit made Keke Palmer feel good, she should fucking wear it. Like, but also I think this is a really good learning opportunity for people who are trying to understand the false political correctness of black males. It's just backwards. First of all, if he didn't like her outfit, he should have told her that before she left the house. If your baby mama's not even living in the same house with you, bro, you have way bigger problems than what she's wearing to an Usher concert, as Usher is serenading sex songs in her ear. Like, y'all got way bigger issues. And then he's like, you're a mom now. Like, there's a particular way to be a mom. Like, motherhood has to do with, like, there's birth motherhood, right? Like, the person who births the baby, that's a thing. And then there's, like, parentage, right? So her, like, raising her child, doing things with the child. But the dress that she wears isn't gonna detract or give into that. Like, I feel like I see this a lot with the Blueface rappers, and I feel like the black men are very confused about manhood and fatherhood. And I think some of it comes with the fact that they are becoming fathers in the world for, you know, maybe like the first time, and actually taking that responsibility and accountability in society. And they're such a marginalized group. It is very strange, though. Like, I think that, you know, Keke Palmer and her boyfriend should have some honest talks about, like, expectations in their relationships. If he has, you know, woes or criticisms of her clothing, then they need to talk about that. If he has issues with her getting on stage with another man, they should be talking about that. If he is claiming to be some holier than thou Christian and an upright Christian person who, you know, I think that he should really consider marrying the mother of his child. That would be, like, the first step if he's getting religious with this. Like, I'm not really sure, but the like, all of it is weird, right? Like, and I think like, I don't understand why he's taking to social media to talk about some shit that has to do with, like, his personal life. Like, Keke Palmer seems to be on social media all the fucking time, so it's not really very difficult to figure out, like, where she's at or to have a real conversation with her. But like I said, the Holly weirdos are just that. They're fucking Holly weirdos. Like, they're not normal people. Like, you know how, like, in your relationships with the real people in your real life, like, y'all talk about difficult shit. Like, you might have a conversation that might not be all, like, jolly and great, because, like, that's how real relationships are. And you're like, you might tell your partner, like, I don't like it when you wear that. I do like it when you wear this. I like it when you do this. I don't like it when you do that. But at no point should you be, like, coming to the internet to, like, I don't know. It's the same thing we saw, like, with Cardi B and was it Offset, right? Where they're talking about cheating in their relationship on Twitter. Like, what? It seems like some of these relationships are just out here for pure entertainment purposes, not to, like, actually have meaningful relationships, which is another reason, like I said before, this is a channel for representation. I'm just giving my, like, honest perspective on some of the bullshit, and just, like, because so many young women and men are growing up in this society where they don't have other role models, okay, the role models they have are so scarce. And we don't really have very many good examples of parentage or like ideal gender roles. I feel like in this particular case, this guy is trying to, and I'm not sure if this is true, but he might be like one of those black fraternity dudes who's in like a black frat. So he's trying to like, show the other members of his black fraternity, like, this is how we treat our women. Because they do that shit, which is extremely awful. Like, it is totally toxic culture. Which, like I said, if you're a black woman, I would stay so far away from that hell dump. Like, just, oh God, those dudes should jump right off of a bridge. Like, it is so toxic down that realm. Because it's all about political correctness, and none of it is about, like, solving problems or living in the world as a human. And the sheer, like, amount of black women who've been silenced, mistreated, cheated on, all because of the patriarchy. Man, black fraternities are like the kings of that. It's like every fucking movie. Colorism, social class, like status and shit. Those symbols mean more than like human life, abortion, feelings, mental health, healthy family dynamics, okay? Things that, or even true religion. That's why you see so many black churches like full of filth and full of like, how do you say it? Almost like immoral activity. Immoral activity runs rampant through the black church. Not all of them, but a lot of them. Being ethical and being moral is, it's a choice. It's certainly not one that you make with a dress. A dress is not symbolic of your moral character. And I'll actually give another example of this because I saw this today. So one of my coworkers brings her daughter to work, right? Okay. So her daughter is wearing these like shorts and a swimsuit under her shorts and like a t-shirt. And she's like laying on the kind of the, we'll call it a banister in one of the booths at the restaurant. And she's like watching a show on her iPad. And now, so as she's watching it, her shirt kind of like comes up a little bit. So her belly is like completely exposed. And she's like lying on her, I said that wrong. So she was lying on her belly, but her shirt was like up because she was just kind of like sitting. And so her back was exposed. And she already had on the shorts, and the shorts were kind of rolled down a little bit. So you could just see like her two-piece swimsuit under her shirt. And she's not very old. She's like maybe like 8 or 9 or something, but she's like maybe a little bit big for her age. So her physique looks like, like a woman, like an adult. Anyway, so one of the customers like is sat at a table very near to where she's sitting and says like, can we sit somewhere else? I don't want to see that, because their table is like literally facing her. So they're like uncomfortable with seeing her back and her it was a little bit like her lower back and her butt exposed. And so, I go back into the kitchen and I just tell her mom, I'm like, hey, you might want to get your daughter to like just pull her shirt down because one of the customers is like uncomfortable with like sitting and watching her naked back, right? That's what I say to her. And she's like, oh, okay. So she goes to talk to her, and she goes to like check it out and see what happens. And now the mom comes back and she's like completely pissed. She's like, I don't dress my daughter like a whore, and like, the whole conversation is about political correctness here. It's like, so her intention was like, because her daughter had shorts and the shorts were longer than covering the crotch area. So now this is this whole conversation around like, okay, so girls are slutty if they wear short. If you wear short shorts, you're a slut. If you show your tummy, okay, you're a slut. And in order to be a good girl, a good woman in society, remember, you can't wear those things. You can't do that stuff. No. Your clothes indicate who you are. And if we are following that logic, then I get to say that Sweetie looks like a hood rat, and I'm making a whole video about it, okay? Because everyone loves getting on here talking about how, you know, oh, the models who are doing the nude, you know, the pictures, like the cover that Mona shot is completely unacceptable, but it's okay to watch, I don't know, Doja Cat be super weird on screen. Like, I get to say, if we can't, if it has to go all the ways. And also, I just think that people need to leave women alone. The biggest point of this is summertime. Like, summertime outfits are real. The shorts are getting shorter. The tank tops are coming out. Shoulders are coming out. People are going to the beach. Like, body parts will be shown. It's the men in society who are hypersexualizing women, children, girls, everyone else, and making it unsafe for women to, like, wear those clothes. Like, I understand, though, if I'm a customer in a restaurant, I don't want to see, like, a naked person, like, laying on a bench in the restaurant. So, like, I actually empathize with, like, the customer in this case. But at the same time, like, I understand how the mother was a little bit offended, right? Because, like, a lot of people love to do this where they, like, criticize the parent. Oh, the mother, she's this. Oh, blah, blah, just like the mother. Oh, blah, blah, blah. It's because, like, the men are going around and just, they're saying, the men are going around saying all this shit about women because poor men, I'm telling you, there's not another group. It's like poor men and black men are all in, it's like niggers and white trash. They all come together to, like, figure out, like, what are the strategies and tactics that they can use to, like, dehumanize basically, like, women who did not stay in bad marriages. That's really all it is, right? Because, like, men will be out here calling a woman who's been with 2 guys a slut. They'll call a woman who, like, doesn't have a boyfriend now she's a lesbian. She's a problem. Like, right? It's every single thing that women do is wrong. You wear short shorts. You're not respectable. You don't go to the church that they go to. You're not religious. You don't like them. Something's wrong with you. It's just, like, you're just existing and it's a problem for them. And you as you guys, like, live a little longer, you'll see it for yourself. Like, you hear me talking about it, and you think, like, oh, Olivia's talking her shit again. Oh, look at her bullshit. She's always trying to start drama. Well, you'll see it for yourself. Look at what this man is saying. He's not making any goddamn sense. They're hypocrites. They're hypocrites. If he's holier than thou, then why wasn't he with his fucking wife at church? Right? Why didn't he drag her ass to Macy's, all right, and get her one of those, like, long sleeve dresses that goes all the way down her ankles? Why didn't he go shopping with her to get it? And then take her like pregnant ass to church? If he wants to be the leader of the household, then fucking lead. He's not leading anybody. He's leading Twitter to hell. That's what he's doing with his, like, hypocritical quotes. Like, it's just not helpful. It's just not helpful. It's unhelpful. And there has to be, like, I don't even think it can't just be one person. Like, we need a more equitable society of, like, calling out the bullshit in the black male community to, like, make it very clear. Like, who is he trying to get this respect from? Who? Like, why does he care about the respect from people on the internet? He should care about the respect that he gets from Keke Palmer, if that is his partner, his life partner. But I think that is not his life partner, and he is literally just, like, chasing clout. Because I know who Keke Palmer is by, like, name and face, because she's, like, an actress who's done a lot. She's very successful. Her bum ass boyfriend, I don't know his name. I saw a picture of him. This nigga's, like, ugly. It's like, what is he bringing to the table? It doesn't seem like he's bringing money to the table. Keke Palmer is, like, I mean, to me, she's, like, a below average looking actress, but she's still an actress and she's successful. Okay, so she could do better. I'm not seeing here. And, like, from the looks of it now with this bullshit, it's like he's not even a good person. His moral character compass is flawed. Like, this is giving the Alyssa Forever boyfriend, the nigga with the LinkedIn. I gotta make a longer video about that. I'm sorry. Like, that shit had me laughing for days. Like, I got enough content out of that one Trey video. I could make a whole channel dedicated to the amount of bullshit that I saw. Like, y'all don't understand the adrenaline rush that I get, like, explaining to you and, like, I cried tears of laughter when I saw that video for the first time. There were so many moments of, like, damn, bro. Like, damn. Like, it's just, like, the down madness. And I gotta laugh because, like, I'm almost laughing at myself, too. Like, I, too, have, like, dated Dusties. I too have like given people the benefit of the doubt. Like, let me not even pretend like I have not been hoodwinked and swinked and all of the things too by dusty black men. Like, they're out here by hook or crook. Okay, they are coming for your things, and like in this case, I just hope that Keke Palmer runs away because like. This nigga's showing, like, we already hate him, but now he's, like, giving us more reasons to dislike him. And for the nothing that he's bringing to the table, I mean, I don't even know why she's keeping him around. Like, the image is not being upheld. There's no, like, sanctitude of marriage here. He's like a broke back baby daddy. It's just, this is America. It's like land of the weirdos. Who knows?